it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. It's Gresham. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Moore will throw. Grab near the sticks. It's low. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion.
Timeout, Clemson.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play.
9B. Strike 9B.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down.
Big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big first down.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. For the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And as they get him on the ground, that's going to just about do it here in the quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Moore will throw. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure and down he goes at the 22. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Tight end now in motion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pulls and fires complete. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Completes the shuffle pass.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Green. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Lee. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson is quick to the line.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
He's up to 57 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Creates a little room, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking for space, it's Davidson. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, give on the inside. Turning it on! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Quick strike complete. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They come into the season, #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. Palmer, there's a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. And remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early. For this team to have the success they're hoping to have, absolutely these freshmen have got to go.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. Makes the grab outside. It's Hill. It's getting loud in here, and Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson jumps to the line. Right back to the well. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They get to the line quickly. Looking for a crease. It's Hardy. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. After the run, now to throw. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
Did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Moore will throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get...
Breaks into the open. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down.
Man, that's a great job.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Lost a throw on first down. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
One more snap coming before halftime. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tries to get it on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
In football, you hear the term quick and don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Moore to the air. Finds his target down the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just no...
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short.
22 water. 22 water.
Might be calling a hot route. Third down play from the gun. Now he's going to break the pocket. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They booted away on fourth down. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. throw. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Casper. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. First down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 28, Oregon 25.
So first down will open up the final period. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback moving. On the run, deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. Clemson set up with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. It's a seam wide open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 25 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore to the air. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. There he goes! Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Lee. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
To the air on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Scrambling away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. Right away, there's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. He wants to throw it again. He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced 2nd down and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
42, Oregon, 39.
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Trying the left side. those sweet feet. Powers through. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Moore to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a hit. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Going to swing it on second down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
One more play to pad the stats. The play action fake. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really